Hello, everyone. Jonathan Rayo here with Simplify Guitar, and in this lesson, I want to teach you how to play the song Love Has a Name by Jesus Culture. This song was requested by patron Beulah. Thank you, Beulah, for your song suggestion. Now, what I'm going to do first is play all the way through the song, and then at the end, I'll break it down and explain it to you in more detail. So make sure to stick around for that. For now, let's go ahead and play through the song.
There's a space in every beating heart. There's a longing that reaches past the stars. There's an answer to every question mark. There's a name. There's a hope flowing through these veins. There's a voice that echoes through the pain. There's an ember ready for the flame. There's a name. We will fix our eyes on the one who overcame. We will stand in awe of the one who breaks the chains. Love has a name. Love has a name. Jesus. Love has a name. Love has a name. Jesus. There's a joy that triumphs over fear. There's a laughter that wipes away all tears. There's a presence that changes atmospheres. There's a name. We will fix our eyes on the one who overcame.
All right, now before I break this song down, if you would like to check out the chord chart for this song, you can click right up there to head over to my Patreon page. So for this song, I'm going to be using the G chord family, but I have my capo on the 2nd fret, so that actually puts me in the key of A. Now you can play it without the capo if you want to and just play it in the key of G. I move it up here because it's a little bit easier for my voice, especially in the verses, because the verses are too low for me to sing without the capo. So feel free to just adjust that capo around to fit your voice. But the chords I'm going to be using are the G chord. We also have a C add 9 chord. Okay, this is a great C alternative when you're playing in the G chord family. I also have an E minor 7. And I also have a D over F sharp. So it looks like this. Those 4 chords, G, C, E minor, D, we're only going to be moving 2 fingers for those 4 chords. Your 3rd and 4th finger are going to stay stationary. They're not going to move. And we're just going to be focusing on those 2 chords. And that's the power of these chord variations. They're very similar in shape to one another, so that makes the transitions between them a lot easier. Okay. We're also going to have an A minor 7, which looks like this. For this A minor 7, I'm keeping my pinky down on the 3rd fret of the high E string. If you want, you can remove that and you can play an A minor 7 without it. The reason I keep it down, it does seem like it might be a little bit more complicated at first because I'm using an extra finger. But the reason I do it is because it's going to make transitioning to and from that A minor a lot easier because it's one less finger to think about. Basically, that pinky never moves for the entire song. It's always there, and it acts like an anchor to help me keep my place for all of the chords, okay? But again, you can feel free to use it or not. That's going to be up to you. For the strumming, we're going to be using what's called the driving pattern. This is a nice, simple 4-beat strum pattern. We're going to have 4 down strums with an up strum after beat 4. And then that pattern is going to repeat. We also want to make sure that we're putting emphasis on 1 and 3. So that's every other beat we're going to be strumming harder. So if I mute my strings and play that, it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Very, very basic pattern. You can feel free to practice it like that until you have it set to memory before you try to apply it to a song. So if you do have any questions about this song, feel free to post your questions in the comment section of this post on my Patreon page. Again, right up there. I do answer all of my patrons' questions. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in the next song tutorial. Take care.